Hi, Sandy here. I'm going to make some scrapbook pages. This is my brother David. He lives with us. And I got pictures of him at the Golden Corral eating his dessert, and then this is at a restaurant, and he loves hockey, and so there's a hockey puck by this armor thing, and so he wanted his picture with that. So I got that. So I looked through my tag book because I love making tags and borders, and I've got a section on every color, and I've got embellishments too, tags, embellishments, and what I picked out was this and this. So I'm going to decorate my pages with that. That's just a little embellishment I made that said smile, and then this is a tag I made that said remember this. So I'm going to use those on my page. And I make borders and tags all the time. I keep my book fat and bulging. I have a lot of nice threads and ribbons and fibers for the holes in my tags, but then they cover up part of the picture, so I don't always put a hole in there. So I've got that, and then I chose this paper for the background. Yeah, I like that. But I don't do 12 by 12 pages. I only do 8.5 by 11 pages, and I think it's very economical because here's my book, and I use regular page protectors from Office Max. I think that saves me a lot of money. And then I buy the binders at thrift shops. I used to get them for $1. Now I have to pay $2. And then they get old and split and crack, and I'll be replacing this soon. I always keep a few extras on hand when they start crumbling. And I think this happens whether I buy them old or new. Then I just replace them, a couple dollars. I just move all the photos, and then this is what I decorated it. And that's splitting. I can just pull this out and put it in another book, and I have the spine. So this is I have four of these books, and they start with my parents, and then I have one sister and 7 brothers. And each one has their own section, and then their children and grandchildren, they each have their own section, and it's like their life story from their baby pictures, childhood pictures, to adulthood through their entire life, and my parents up until their deaths. So it's like a life story for each section. And you know, if you're thinking about somebody, my mom died in 1982 in February, and if it's the anniversary of her death, I'll be able to just go right to her section and look at pictures of her and remember her, instead of being all over the place, you know, for this year and that year and that scrapbook. That's just the way I like to do it. So there's my 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then I end up with these, and I have this basket, and in the front part I've got these tags for each color. So here's red, so these will go in here, and then when I get a lot of them building up, then I go through, like here's the red, and I've made videos on this. Well, I'm not sure about, yeah, and I just start gluing together some strips on just some old paper, and then these are my bases that I make borders with, and I decorate my pages with a lot of borders too. You know that if you've been watching my videos. And then I have my borders book. And I have, like my tags, I have a section for each color, and I have these tabs that marks the color, and I just flip through and find something interesting. So that's what I do with all of those strips of papers. And I do a lot of pages with borders. And I also have like, this is Halloween, fall, and Thanksgiving. So there's some tags. I've made some Halloween borders with, and I like to keep the subjects all together. And then here's some Thanksgiving fall borders, autumn borders. So I like to keep things very organized, and I've been caught up with my scrapbooking for 2 years, so I have a lot of time to play with my stuff and make a lot of things. And so then I have pretty much instant pages, as you'll see. So here's my brother. I'm going to put that right there. I do like to use photo mats, but usually I don't have room for them. But when I do have room, I'll use them. So I put that right here, and this here, and I'm going to find something. I've got this box that I keep all kinds of loose things in, and I got them sorted by color. And I have this little bag of, I've got bigger, here's my red section. I've got these cards, like Project Life cards, and larger things, and some big stars. But I also have all of these, and I keep some, I need something to write on. A little journal card, sort of. What have I got? What have I got? I don't really want T on there. He doesn't. Well, that's going to be just fine. Or apples? No. No. I think I'll use that. Okay. So now I gotta gather up all these little doodads again. Put them in my plastic bag. So I got it under control. Put it back in my red section. Put my box back on my shelf behind me. Okay. And this I have to cut out. And I won't need to put his name on the page because these are going to go in his section, and everything in that section is David, so we know it's David. I do like to add the year a lot. Okay, put that in a little recycling. I'm going to write eating out, Golden Corral, with an arrow pointing down, and then I think I'll circle this, and this is Spaghetti Works. I'm going to point it that way toward the picture, and then I'm going to add 2018. Okay, I just keep things simple. I don't get real fancy. With my tags and borders, I got pretty much instant pages. I have a lot of patience for making my tags and borders, but when it comes to making scrapbook pages, I like to have everything ready and just throw it together and not spend a lot of time on it. I don't know why I'm like that, but hey, I've been caught up for 2 years. That's just me. Some people would want to take more time on each and every page and make all the, take a lot of time deciding exactly all the right stuff, and that's fine. We all have our own styles, and this is my style. And if you don't make tags and borders, hopefully you've got a nice collection of embellishments, and just add some embellishments. And just don't let let it hold you back, that you're just too challenged by scrapbooking. Okay, that page is done. And I scan all of my pages before I put them in the books. So this is like the third book. I've got my parents and my older sister and my older brother, and then I've got these tabs. This is my section for my brother, and I've staggered them. My parents would go up here, and my siblings go here, and their children go here, and their grandchildren go here. So it's staggered by generation. So for now, this will go in this pocket, but I need to scan it first. So for now, I'm going to leave that right there. And this is a photo I have. It's him at Walmart by this, probably out of view, by this blow-up pumpkin monster. And I'll probably have another, at least one more Halloween picture before, because this is like, today is October 16th, I believe. So Halloween's in a couple of weeks, so we'll have more Halloween pictures to finish that page. And this is how I always do it. I just need more pictures for this page, so I'm going to hold that off. And then next is my brother Daniel. This is his section. And I only have one photo here, so I'm waiting for more, so I'm not going to do that one. And my brother Steve and his ex-wife. I have just one photo of him. So this book is caught up now. Waiting for more photos of him. So I'll be back. I'm going to go get my next book to get caught up. Thanks. Okay, I'm back. I have another scrapbook to get caught up on. This is book number 4 of my side of the family. These are some of my brothers. I have 6 brothers. Here's me with 4 of my brothers. I have never been able to get, I'm sure you can't see it with the glare because it's kind of wavy, but I have never been able to get the 8 of us all together. But okay. So let's see what I need to do. Looking at my brother Mark's section, I don't think I have anything new on him. Nope. His children. Okay, my brother Tim. I'm sure that's what I have something new on. So this is my brother Tim. He's the baby of the family. He's 49 now, but I start with his birth certificate and his baby pictures and as a boy. And just his life story, and growing up and getting older. Then he got married and had a baby girl. And he was in the Navy. Then he had a son. And this is a newspaper article about his ship in the Navy. And the ship that he was on. And I went on vacation. He lived in Washington, stationed there, and so we went and visited him there. And his children, the group pictures, and him and his wife. And I'm going fast to kind of protect his privacy. And here's some older pictures that my brother gave me, and they should have been earlier, but I just put them where they came up at. So here he is currently. He got divorced, and now he has a girlfriend that he's been with for quite a while. So I've got some pictures of him and his girlfriend. So let's see what I've got to scrapbook now. Perfect. These will fit on one page. Perfect. Now I'm going to look for a tag, because that's what I got room for here, is a tag. So let's see. I see a lot of brown in here, so maybe I'll look for something brown. But it could be almost anything. Brown, I do a lot of vintage things in, so that might not be real appropriate. Classic, I like that. That's kind of cute. Oh, love. Yep, see, I found something, and it's going to be this one right here. Love. I made this tag. Put this on there, and a flower, and love, and it's just some little scraps and some things. So there we go. This is how I scrapbook. I don't put a lot of thought into it. Just dive right in and do it. Okay, now so that'll go here, and I don't want it covering up these words. I might have to crop it just a little bit. It's got Tim and Nancy Valentine's Day 2018. Okay, I think some green. There's some green here, and green here, and green here. No green there, but let's see. There's a piece of green paper. I usually just start with a solid color paper background. I'm going to trim this off a little bit so I got more room. Let's see here, I'm going to trim it just a little bit so I got more room for my tag. And I'm going to trim this just slightly off the top so I've got room for my tag. There, we never miss it. Okay. Now, I need something right here. So I'm going to, I got my border book, and most of them are upright borders. But I'm gonna look for something. In the back I've got these just need a little something. That'll do. Yeah, it'll stand up. It'll stand out. Okay, now so I'm going to start with this. Tim is 10 years younger than I am. He's 49 and I'm 59. So yeah, that'll look good right there. And it's kind of rustic looking. It goes with this bear, whatever that is. Put that there. And I'm gonna, normally I would let this overlap a little bit, but I don't want to cover up these words on here, so I'm going to put the tag on first and let that get overlapped. I'm going to let this stick off the bottom just a little bit, and I'm going to have to trim it. Okay, trim that off. And I think I'll add 2018 on here. And that's all it needs. There's another page done. So I'll scan that, and it's going to go here. And here's a few of my pages that I've made. I'll just do a quick flip through. This is when he was very young. And now, and currently. And that's when he was very young. Well, that's enough for that. So, there's another scrapbook all caught up. So, thanks for watching. I'll get another book and we'll continue. Okay, my next scrapbook is, this is my address. I'm covering it up. This is my house. We've been here 16 years. And we've redecorated, remodeled. So this is all my before and after pictures. And each room has a tab. And we put an addition on the house. Here's some pictures of one day when we had a lot of snow. I made snow pages. This is a drawing I made of my house before we even bought it. It had this overhang here, and it just had a stoop, and I wanted a porch, and we got the porch. We built the porch, and then there was a one-car attached garage, and we tore that down, and we had a 20 by 40 garage, too wide and too deep, and we walled in a back space and have a workshop there. And then the upstairs, the staircase, when you walk in the door, the staircase is right here, so it leads up to the bedrooms this way, and then right here into our new family room, which we did about 10 years ago. And so this is the house before, when we moved in. This is after we painted it. This is changing the front window. I'm not going to show you the entire book. This is the house after, with our new addition and the new porch. Quite a difference. So what I have today is I'm looking for my guest room. Basement, guest room. So when we moved in, it started out as my office, and I think I had my scrapbooking supplies in this drawer. I only had like a drawer full of scrapbooking supplies, and it grew. This is all different periods of time. And this was where I did my office bookkeeping. This was my scrapbooks when I first started, and I had white covers, and I put little embellishments on the spines, and I've redone all those books. And the room has just evolved through the years. This is after I redecorated it. I had a picture, well, it's not in here. I had a corner desk in like an L-shaped desk, and my daughter had one side of it and I had the other side, but I don't have that picture here. I think it's in my daughter's. I don't know why I didn't take a picture of it, but this was my scrapbooking room, and then with the addition, I moved the scrapbooking room to the addition, and then just maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I moved the scrapbooking room. We're in this spare room right now. We refinished the wood floor. We changed all the woodwork. Changed the doors. And then well, for a while it was my daughter's playroom, and then I had all these collections in here. I have a video of transforming the room from this to my scrap room. And here we go. This is my scrap room right now. So I'm going to do a page of that. It was just how the rooms evolved through the years. This is, I'm sitting right here, and behind me is this wall of shelves with my paper. This is my solid color paper. This is all my tags and borders and embellishments in these books, and this is my scrapbooking paper in these bins. I wanted it up higher, but I felt that the shelf was stronger down low, and from when I'm sitting in my chair, that works just fine for me. And this is where I keep most of my scrapbooking supplies. Then I have my scraps here and some embellishments here and just stuff. And then this is looking the opposite direction. I'm facing this way right now, and I've got this dresser at the thrift shop for $30, and I covered the front with some gift wrap. It's got rose pattern and some pearl patterns, and I've covered all of my boxes with roses and stuff. So I'm going to make a scrapbooking page of this, and what I'm going to do it in pink because the room is pink, and I have some nice borders with roses on them, so I'm going to use a nice border. I could use a border or a tag. Let me see. Well, let me check my borders. I definitely want something pink. So here's the pink. I want something very rosy and frilly and pretty. Special moments. That's not bad. Oh, to decide what to use. This one says art. Scrapbooking is an art. So I'm going to use this one. And it's got roses on it. And it's very pretty. So I'm going to use that border. Now, I think I will go with I'm getting a piece of paper, this off-white piece of paper for a background, for a vintage look. Okay. And I think I will get a photo mat for that. So here's my photo mats. I got this one. I used a bunch of scraps and glued them on the edges. So scrapbook room, scrapbooking paper. Yes. Okay, I'm ready to glue. I really love my new scrapbooking room. It's kind of a pink rose themed, sort of Victorian themed. I do have a video of the transformation from the guest room into the scrapbooking room. It took me 6 days to get everything moved and set up, and I built the shelves over there under the windows right here. I built these shelves. I built these a long time ago. They fit in the room. And this table is just a kitchen table with a Formica top. It's right there. And I have this box that runs across the whole length of the back there. And it's got my pens and pencils and scissors and Sharpies and my glue sticks and my punches and tools. And everything's nice and handy. You probably always see me in my videos reaching forward because I'm getting things out of that bin. But I actually took the table saw and I sliced about that much off of the edge of the table, so instead of a curved edge it has a straight edge. And then I nailed a piece of molding on there that sticks up to the top, so that when my long pencil holder tool caddy thing won't be getting bumped off the back. And the room, I don't have a lot of space in here. So you can see right here I just have a little narrow aisle going back here to my closet. So that gave me a couple more inches in my little aisle back there. So my room is working out pretty well for me, and I'm pretty happy with it. There. And I'm gonna get a Sharpie. And I'm brave. I'm just gonna write right on there. Converted to craft room, May 2018. Now, through all of my decorating in my scrapbook for my house, I don't always, but I try to put the year on there and the time, because sometimes I look in there and I'm like, okay, what year did we remodel our kitchen? How long has it been? And, you know, things like that. So that's why it's almost kind of a reference book, and it's fun to look back and see how far things have come. And as always, I'm not going to slide this into the pocket until I get it scanned, which I'm going to do that pretty soon, and get it in there. I like to get them in there right away and keep things in a specific order. So I think that's enough for now. I'll be back to make more pages soon. Hey, Sandy here. I'm going to do some more scrapbook pages. These are my family portraits albums. Ever since my daughter was born, even before that, we would get portraits done. The first year we did her portraits like every 2 months. And then the second year, like every 3 months, and then 4 months, up until she was 5 years old. And then we did portraits once a year. And it starts here in 1998. This was me after my first husband died, when I was alone. And then and I put on the back side pictures from a Mickey Mouse calendar, because we're big fans of Mickey Mouse, and I got to do something with him. This is my husband and I when we were engaged in '99. Here's another portrait, taken at the same time. This is after we were married. We went on vacation in Minnesota. And then this is our baby girl. This is our hospital photo. She was born in 2000. I was 41 when she was born. And then this is at age 1.5, our first family photo. Then 4 months old. And these poses, every pose, I have taken and just used a speck of glue and put them on a piece of paper, and then the family can help themselves to whatever they want. So all the copies of the photos, and they always sell you way too many, so I've got tons of portraits. I'm just gonna click through real quick. There's my husband and the baby. He had a lot more hair then. This is our first vacation with our baby in 2001 when we went to South Dakota, and we had one of them vintage photos done. So you get the idea. And there she's her second Christmas. There she is, 15 months, 18 months, and I write the dates on there. And so that's book one. I'm just going to flip through pretty quickly. So you get the idea. I make a page of each of the photos. This is 2003 when we were married 4 years. Every year we get a family portrait done. We buy the package deal. We don't spend a lot on our photos. We used to go to Walmart, and all of a sudden they raised their prices, and then the next year they were closed because they raised them too much. Used to be able to get a pretty good deal. And then we were going to Kmart for a while, and then they closed, and then we were going to a place out in the west, clear on the other side of town. Here. Okay, so I'm still working on my portraits book. I got the junior year finished, and I don't really even need to save this, but I do. And I just used a little speck of glue and glued it onto these sheets of paper. And the reason I do that is because if I just dropped them all into these page protectors, then the book would be real thick on the bottom and sloping down toward the top. So that's why I do that. I get them spread out. And so I've got her junior year done. I'm not going to put that in the pocket just yet because I want to scan it, because I scan things on my computer. Then I got her senior year picture done, and I've got the photos glued on. I'm not sure if this one might have come loose, but it's fine. Okay, so I'll put that in the pocket after I scan it. So going back this way, I need to do my 2017 photos. So I've gone through, I have two 8.5 by 11s. This is our main family package for 2017, and I've gone through and glued them on here. I think there's 2 sheets in here. We had a lot of that one. And I do have these Christmas cards. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I might cut out the picture. It's 2017. I can't use it now, but I'll probably cut that out and save it. We'll see. So I'm going to slide this one into the pocket, and then I'll make a scrapbook. Okay, the camera. I ran out of battery. I had to recharge my battery on my camera. So I've got my husband's camera, and I'm trying to figure it out. It took me a while to figure out how to do the movie part. So I was showing you when the camera went out that I'm going to do this page. I've gone through and prepared this. I'm going to do a page of this and a page of this. And I've got my photos glued on there. And then I'm going to do both of these on a page together. Then a page of this. And I've got all the extras glued onto pieces of the paper in the pocket. And then I'm going to do this. So I'm going to start with this one. And I've already chosen, this is a off-white picture, off-white background. And I've got these two red strips to go with the red clothes. So I'm going to start gluing. My dog is sitting next to me licking her paws, and her tag is clicking against the wood floor. That's what that clicking noise is. My spaniel just hangs out with me all the time. Okay. I try not to use a lot of glue on the back, but I use enough to make it stick. I try to get it all straight and fairly centered. Okay, then I got this sticker. It says, "We are family." I think I want an embellishment right there. Need something red. So these are my red embellishments. I've got a ladybug. That's kind of cute. Let's see what else I have. I've got this. That's not bad. Don't want that. A heart. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. Not exactly Valentine's Day. Flower. No. Maybe a heart. I do have a lot of them. A star. No. I think I will go with the bug. What the heck? Or is this better? No. I'm going with the ladybug. Okay, I'll put my red stickers back. That thing ought to just about miss getting on the photo. And of course I have to write. Looking for my Sharpie. Oh, there's Sharpie. 2018. Probably got my head in there. So there's one done. Then I'm going to do this one. I've got 3 pages of her wearing that outfit. So I think I might kind of want them to match. I'm going to look in my blue paper, maybe a print. Well, this one has snow in it. So I'm not going to make them match. This one I'm going to not do snow. The other one I'm going to do snow. Because I have a lot of snow things and they never get used. So I'm going to pick out some blue paper. I wonder Yes. Okay. So, I've got this. Only do 8.5 by 11 pages. I don't know where I got this from. This, I think it came in one of those used binders that I bought years ago. And it's just the perfect size for cutting my 8.5 by 11 pages. So, I'll trim it here and here. This one still has the strip on the top. Oh, it's not even perforated. So, and I always like to do the top part first. And that one's 12 inches. And then this one is 11 inches, and that's perfect for my borders. And I know I need to trim that one down if I use it, but this one is perfect. Well, it's too wide, I'll narrow it down. But anyway, so I got this, and I always file my paper, my stuff away right away. So I'm putting this in this is my scraps of strips. Blue. I've already got some of that in here. That's alright. Okay, so that goes in there. Then, she's wearing a gray shirt, so I am going to use gray paper. And I'm going to glue this on here. And I love using my scissors, my fancy scissors. A lot of people don't use these anymore, but I sure do. So I'm going to give this a decorative edge. And I don't even know where I'm going next. Well, I'm trying to get this video recorded. I have a small, inexpensive Kodak camera. It's one of the last Kodak cameras made, and that's what I always use for videotaping. But it ran out of battery, and it's charging right now. So I'm using my husband's more expensive camera. It's higher quality, and on they both have two gigabyte memory cards, and on my camera I get like 45 minutes of video time, but on this camera it's higher def, so I only got like 8 minutes of video time on that 2 gigabyte. So this is what I was working on, and I got it finished. Got this on there. There's my dogs toenails clicking down the hall. So I used this embellishment that I had previously made, put that on there, wrote the date 2018, she's 17. So I'm pretty happy with this one. So that one's done. I just kept right on talking, and the video camera had shut off and I didn't even know it. So now I'm on to this one, and I've chosen this piece of paper because there's snow in the background. That's just not real snow, of course, it's just the background. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Then I've got this silver paper. So I'm going to use that for a mat. So I'm going to glue this onto the corner. And I'm going to use these scissors, kind of like snowdrifts. So I'll trim around here, and I don't go for perfection, just make it look okay. that silver looks pretty good with the snow. Okay, gotta hang my scissors back up. Now, don't know where I'm going with this. I move this over here so I can see how it looks with stuff. So this is my snow section. I don't think I want a border. I got some tags. This one's kind of cute. These are some old stickers that probably came in a junk mail. That's one to think about. Doesn't stand out real good though. But I'll think about it. Let's see what else I have. She don't like Mickey Mouse, so we're not going to use that. That one, no. Maybe, no. No Mickey Mouse. Let me see this. Come on. That looks good. That looks pretty good. Okay. So I'll put this back in the pocket. I'll use that someplace else. And what else do we have? I got snowflakes. Those are my scraps. Hey, I got some nice foil snowflakes. I'm gonna get those out. I think 2 of them. I'll use 2 on the page. Look at that. Well, you will look at that when I move it over. Okay. And I've already cut this down to fit an 8.5 by 11 page. So this needs to get moved over here. And then I've got these 2 snowflakes. I hope they stand out. Yes, it's looking good, looking good. You know, I don't buy snow stuff. It just comes in paper pads and kits, and I find stuff at thrift shops, and there's snow stuff in there. But I don't buy snow stuff. So whenever I have a chance to use my snow stuff, I'm always happy. Okay, that looks awesome. We got this side as well, so you have a choice, but I'm going with this side. I wonder, no, I'm not going to trim it down. So I don't always use tags. Well, this is kind of a border, isn't it? But I didn't make it. I just had it. Okay. That looks awesome. And now the stickers. I hope they stand out. I hope they don't get lost. Gotta get them off the page. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Look at that sparkly. Okay, and of course I've got to write 2018, age 17. So that one's done. And then I've got this. I chose this earlier for these 2 pictures with the snow background. I don't really want it to be Christmassy, just snowy. Got this little red bird on it. I want to try to keep that. And I want to keep the moon. So I'll get this lined up just right. And where is my pen? Here we go. So I'll mark it here, and here, and here, and here. Okay. And this, I'll put in my snow book and use it for something else. And I'm going to lose a little bit of the moon, but that's okay. Okay, dropping paper on the floor. Now, I kind of like to use a photo mat, but I just don't have. Well, here we go again. I ran out of memory card space, so we're continuing. So I got this one all glued together. Then I realized these pages that I have done, and here's how I do it. These are 2017 photos, not 2018. So I'm just going to turn it into a 7. I am not fussy at all. So that's a 7. This is a 7. Looks like a 7 to me. Yes. And I didn't mark this one yet. So this is 2017. Page 18. 17. Page 17. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. And I did not turn it on. Yes, I did. Yes, it's recording. Okay. And moving on. Let's see now. Next is this one. What do I want to do with that one? I'm going to look for a red background, I think. That looks nice. Not that one. That looks nice too. I think this one. It's hard to decide. Maybe I'll save this one. Well, this one's kind of Christmassy. And so is that. This one is not. Let me see if I have any red Christmas paper. Let me see what I want to do. Let me see. I'm looking. Well, I'm just going to grab this folder and see what I have. So this one we want Christmassy. That's not bad. But I do like the other one better so far. Got a lot of the same paper. Let's see. I don't really want green. That's a no. No. Christmas trees. No. No, no, no. Santa, no. She's beyond Santa. I don't think I have any. I'm thinking red paper. No. No. Too busy. No. That's kind of cute. I don't know. I'll think about that one. Then I got this, but I want more of a brownish tone, like no. So I've got a few choices picked out. Put my Christmas paper back. So this one is next. Don't want to lose my photos. So it definitely needed to be 8.5 by 11, so I gotta trim it down. Okay. I'm gonna get these glued together as fast as I can before my time runs out on this video camera again. So this is what I came up with this. I already glued this onto this piece of brown paper and I used my fancy scissors. So I'm going to glue this together. I chose this to put right here. This here. I chose this tag that I had made previously. It says today is a special day with an angel on it. That goes right there. And I had these two little frames for a while, and I decided I think I'll just put a sticker on it and dress them up a little bit. Make some little embellishments, so now I'm using them. So that one's done. I gotta write the date on it. 2017. Age 17. She had just had her birthday when we get these photos done. And now this one, I had that swirly kind of red paper and I decided I like this one better. And then I chose this border. I got the sparkly candy cane and this says Merry Christmas and a tree and Victorian little thing on there and some lace. This is one of my tags. So we'll get that glued on there. And I got this paper that says on the first day of Christmas my true love gave to me. So it's songbook paper. I think it's kind of cute. Okay, and then I got this photo mat. It's Christmassy. That previous one I kind of did it an everyday thing. And this one, she's wearing the same dress, but there's a Christmas background with the garland and the... Okay, I'm back to my Kodak camera. That other one just couldn't get anything on the memory card. I need to buy some bigger memory cards. So anyway, I got all my pages caught up for my portraits book. So I've got the junior photo portrait done, the senior portrait done, our family portrait, this one with the snow, and this one with the snow. Got a little red bird down there, and this one, my girl, and a chevron. And then these were my last two. I got this one done, and this one. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages, and my portrait book is all caught up now. So thanks for watching. Hope you don't get frustrated with all the shutting down and not being able to finish the pages, but you get to see them finished. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.